Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Katsuki Bakugou ex-listener, and the person requested this to be him mad at you, so if you think anything will go wrong with that, I'm asking you to click off nicely now. Thank you, let's just go ahead and get into it. As per usual, your foul-mouthed, spiky-haired boyfriend was on yet another rampage. No, this time it wasn't about that mild-tempered Midoriya. Rather, it had something to do with you and the rest of the people in Class 1A being caught making a most desirable boys list. It wasn't your idea, but it was definitely entertaining nonetheless. That was until Bakugou suddenly came into the room yelling, setting nearly all the desks and students flying. Poor Ashido looked as if she was staring in the eyes of death himself. You really doubted this episode was caused by your silly activities. If you had to guess, he was just mad because he was voted dead last. Not to mention Midoriya and Todoroki were tied for first place. And after a few more insults sprouted from the blonde's mouth, he grabbed your wrist and pulled you out of the classroom as he began storming the seemingly endless halls of UA. "Hey, quit pulling so hard, it hurts," you complained. Bakugou ignored your words and continued walking without loosening his death grip around you. "Bakugou!" He said nothing. "Bakugou?" Again, nothing. "Stop!" You shouted as blood broke through your skin, hardened, and pierced his hand like a small blade. "What the hell?" he yelled as he ripped himself away. "I only pricked you," you muttered. "Baby." "What was that?" "I said you're acting like a baby," you yelled right back before marching away in a huff. "I hate it when you're like this," you thought to yourself as you left a baffled Bakugou standing alone in the ridiculously large hallway. "What the hell?" he asked himself as he watched your shadow fade. A soft snicker unwelcomely greets the blonde's ears, and an immediately angry vein appears on his forehead. Soon, a coy Kaminari appears from just behind the corner, making a cool kid pose. Bakugou didn't waste a minute before placing his hands in his pockets and walking in the opposite direction. "Hey, wait!" the Pikachu shouts. Bakugou continues to walk forward, but doesn't make it far. The electric kid had latched himself onto Bakugou's arm and tugged him to a sloppy stop. "Let go or die!" Kaminari releases his classmate immediately upon seeing the bloodlust in his red eyes. Sorry, just saw what happened, and I thought you could use some man-to-man advice about listener, you know?" "I don't see another man." Bakugou shrugged his lazy eyes, scanning the halls. Kaminari lowered himself in defeat. "That aside, don't you think you should go after them?" "Why?" he asked harshly. "So dense," Kaminari thinks. "Well, you know, listener likes that sort of sappy thing. Besides, you did just yell at them in front of all of the people in the class. That has to be embarrassing." "It's their fault for putting me in last place," Bakugou huffs. Tears of laughter began pouring from the blonde's eyes as he holds himself up in an attempt to calm his shaking body, and of course, Bakugou scares his laughter dead. "All I'm saying is that they're yours. They're with you for a reason," Kaminari assures. "A ridiculous reason, maybe brain damage," he thought to himself. Bakugou doesn't answer. He just stares at his worthless classmate with an unreadable expression. After what felt like an eternity for Kaminari, Bakugou finally releases him from his unbearable gaze and walks away, but not without one last insult. "Just so you know, you're in second to last place." Time skip. It had been a few hours since the school day had ended, and you left a certain spiky-haired idiot standing alone in the halls of the prestigious UA Academy. As of right now, you're at your favorite ramen shop trying to blow off some steam from your unfortunate encounter earlier in the day. It's not like I did anything wrong. You split the pair of wooden chopsticks resting in your hand. It was just some mindless fun. You slurped up some steamy noodles. "Stupid Bakugou," you mutter. "Stupid who?" a familiar, agitated voice asked. You cough up some of the broth and a bit of noodles already in your mouth due to the sheer shock of his appearance. After a small and pretty obnoxious coughing fit, you sit straight up, looking at your ticking time bomb boyfriend. "Why are you here?" Bakugou sighs before taking a seat beside you and reaching for a menu. "Because you're here, idiot." Now it's your turn for an angry vein to appear. Before you can return a snarky remark, your boyfriend beats you to it. "Miso ramen, you're so predictable." "You got a problem with that?" you ask accusingly. "Not really," he answers as he steals a pair of chopsticks from your hands and continues to eat your order. Before you could protest, he used one of his hands to cover your mouth. "Sorry," he mumbled. You blink in surprise. "Huh?" He groans in annoyance. Do you ever listen? I said I'm sorry. You happy? Pausing to assess the situation, you end up turning away from him and face the table. After a few minutes of silence begin to stack up. This causes the blonde boy to worry. Oi, he begins. You break out into hysterical laughter. Are you actually becoming a decent person like Midoriya? Shut up, he shouts angrily. Soft tears form in the corner of your eyes as you gently begin to wipe away them between giggles. You know what? That was actually cute, like the old you. Shut up right now, Bakugou warns. Geez, you really do know how to ruin the moment, don't you? At your last comment, he grabs you by the collar and lifts you closer towards him in a threatening demeanor. This, of course, doesn't faze you one bit. You've been around this kid since you were children. No amount of threats or explosions could scare you at this point. What are you doing? You ask with dulled eyes. His red orb softens slightly before he brings you closer and kisses you with so much more passion than ever before, as if he needed to prove to himself that you were really there, to make sure this wasn't just a dream. In the eyes of everyone else, he was this scary, powerful brute who only cared about being number one. Now, they weren't necessarily wrong, but there was also so much more to him than what meets the eye, and it only ever seemed like you were the one person who could tell. It was strange, really. Your whole relationship with this blonde idiot. Through all the screaming and hissy fits, he still had time to act sweet. He was really just an angry cat who hated everyone but his owner. He just didn't know how to show it like he did when he was a cute kid. Nonetheless, you loved him despite his foul temper. Unfortunately, the kiss had to come to an end due to a simple need for oxygen. You pulled away slightly till a pair of strong hands pulled you into a certain someone's lap. Don't compare me to Deku. Why? I chose you, didn't I? Alright, thank you all for listening. I know this one was probably about like 7 minutes long, including the intro, and I know that is a bit shorter than what I normally do, but I'm trying to get all these requests out. I know I haven't really been like making super duper long videos as of late, and also for this one I wanted to find more of like a softer argument because I've already done an argument series and it apparently made some people cry and I really don't want that to happen, so I wanted this to be like more fun. I might do angst soon though, just so you know, watch out on my choice day. That is probably going to happen because I need to add a little bit of angst into this channel. Yeah, either way, music link, fanfic link, and my Discord username is in the description. If you want to join my Discord server, just DM me. That's about it. I will see you in the next one, hopefully, and goodbye!